Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Friday Jazz Happy Hour. I am your host, Bill Walker, and it's so lovely to be with you this evening. I don't know if you can hear Kira in the background, alerting me to the fact that I knocked over my water bottle. That's how you can tell it's live, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to need to mop that up. Let me send some greetings first to Barry is here. And Farmy Jazz Happy Hour, welcome. Emma's in the house. Jane is here. Happy Friday, Jane. So glad you could join us. And Jim, Alex Perry is here saying happy Pink Day. Dave is in the ceramic studio. Happy Friday, Dave. Gwen is here. Happy Valentine's Day to you. It's Andrew and Mary and Gavin from Georgia and Bob. And Mary's here too. You can see we have a special, over here, special graphic on the screen. Our friend Mickey, the cat, is celebrating her 18th birthday. She was a cat out on the street that adopted our friend Katie, and Mickey is living large. Hey, it's Janice and Roger in the house. Happy Friday to you too. Okay, I got two things I got to do right away. One, I got to mop up some water, and also we have some cats that need some treats. So hold on just a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry for that delay. We have 4 cats, and usually I do this later in the show, but they are antsy, especially Kira. So we like to get them on camera when we can. We call them the Fabulous 4. Although, as sometimes happens, Neo is not going to deign to get up from his nap. Anyway, that's Rosie in the foreground, and then Morgan and Kira's the one way in the back. Emma says that cats are increasing their demands week by week. Well, it just depends. But probably you're right. Okay, let's see. Yes, another. I'm kind of having an idea to just start right out with the first tune. That way, people who are tuning in on the live stream or tuning in on a replay later who don't know what's going on, like, I figure if they get music earlier in the replay, that's probably good. So if you're watching this later, welcome. Glad you could join us as well. What was that first tune? That was Herbie Hancock's tune called Cantaloupe Island, and was resampled later. I think it's been a very long time ago now, but I think the band was called Us Three, and their tune was called Flip Fantasia, and they sampled that track, which made something super funky out of it. Okay, moving on to the music of Victor Young. Here's a tune called Stella by Starlight. That's a Victor Young tune called Stella by Starlight. And Jane says that, apologies if I'm not going to get these names right, probably, but Diem and Kaya are watching, and our granddaughter loves cats very much. Me too. Glad you could join us. Hope you're having a good week. Okay. I had a chance to do some jamming with Richard, who sometimes joins us here, and his friend Andrew. And this is one of the tunes that we played that I thought, hey, I haven't done that in a while. So let's do it here. This is the music of Charlie Parker. This tune is called Au Privave. That's Au Privave from Charlie Parker. Let's see. I see that Bob OUJ Oakland is in the house. Drinking Napa Valley Chardonnay. Go with your heart. That's right, Bob. Good stuff. And Jim has an Alvarado Triple Cone TIPA. That sounds suitably strong for a Friday. I got to tell you, my new favorite is I made one last night, probably later today as well. It's Oaxaca Old Fashioned. So I have a mezcal that I like. So mezcal and agave and a little bit of Angostura bitters. So tasty. Hey, Rick Lundell is here. Happy Friday, Rick. Probably Sherry too, and Ken is in the house. The gang is all here. Very exciting. All right, here is another tune that I rehearsed with Richard and Andrew this week, and Andrew played the heck out of this bass part, and afterwards he had to go rinse off his hands because they were on fire. Here is a Pee Wee Ellis tune made famous by Jaco Pastorius. That's the chicken. Pee Wee Ellis tune made famous by Jaco Pastorius. Gwen has correctly filled in the info from the top of the show. This over here is Mickey, Katie's kitty, or Katie is Mickey's human, you might say. And Mickey's 18th birthday is today. Happy birthday, Mickey. We've got a dedication to her later in the show. All right, and now for something completely different. Here is a tune that always stretches me out every time I work on it. From composer and pianist, probably I would say the player that had the most influence on my style. This is a tune by Bill Evans called Time Remembered. That was called Time Remembered. And, yep. Always something new coming out, like I was telling you, every time. All right, speaking of which, I did want to do something here on the show in recognition of Valentine's Day. And I thought, why not the Brazilian music? Because some of that is very romantic. Bob says, started to listen to some news, and this is a strategically brilliant idea. Well, I guess we have to do a bit of both. But yes, you need some music in your life. Faux show. Actually, before we go on, that's a good reminder. Hey, I see Susan is here. Happy Friday, Susan. And Ann Jolly is here. Welcome, Ann. Glad you could join us. So let's talk about our tip jar today. We like to, in lieu of a regular tip jar, we like to draw your attention to different charities. And what I want to talk to you about today is an organization that serves immigrants and refugees when they arrive in this country. And a lot of folks, historically, folks who arrive in the U.S. from some places are really hard up for basic necessities, right? Things they left behind and can't easily get a hold of. And for a long time, I'm not sure I'm going to get this name right, but I believe it was called Lutheran Immigrant Refugee Services, LIRS, which is now called Global Refuge. And I can really say from what I know about this place is they're very efficient. Their overhead is basically zero. All the money they raise goes directly to the folks that need it. And the present U.S. administration has been saying some truly bogus, ill-informed, and wrong things about this organization. And so they need our help more than ever, and I can say that donations to them really have an impact. So if you like what you hear, I wish you would steer your browser over to globalrefuge.org and throw them a few bucks and tell them Bill sent you. Thank you. All right. Barry is quoting the, was that Tony Braxton song, Oh Mickey, You're So Fine? I thought of that, Barry. I didn't see how I could do it justice. So I didn't try to cover that. More about that in a minute. But meanwhile, something for Valentine's Day. This is a lovely Jobim tune. Mickey is a boss girl cat. This is true. Okay. Anyway, for Valentine's Day, all you lovers in the house, snuggle up to your cutie. This one is called Fotografia by Ton Jobim.
You and I, we two, alone here in this terrace by the sea. The sun is going down, and in your eyes I see the changing colors of the sea. It's time for you to go, the day is done, and shadows stretch their arms to bring the night. The sun falls in the sea, and down below a window light we see, just you and me. You and I, we two, alone in this cafe with dimming lights. A full and rising moon comes from the sea, and soon the bar will close for you and me. But there will always be a song to tell, a story you and I cannot dismiss. The same old simple story of desire. And suddenly that kiss. You and I, we two, alone here in this terrace by the sea. The sun is going down, and in your eyes I see the changing colors of the sea. It's time for you to go, the day is done, and shadows stretch their arms to bring the night. The sun falls in the sea, and down below a window light we see just you and me. You and I, we two, alone in this cafe with dimming lights. A full and rising moon comes from the sea, and soon this bar will close for you and me. But there will always be a song to tell, a story you and I cannot dismiss. The same old simple story of desire. And suddenly that kiss.
That one's called Fotografia, a Tonjo Beam composition. All right. Janice gives Global Refuge a check mark. Thank you, Janice. Really appreciate that. Like Mary says, they're doing good work, and it's really hard stuff. Okie dokie. So I wanted to do something in honor of Mickey over here. Mickey's a big boss cat. And as I understand from Katie, is very verbal. And so I don't know that Katie would describe that verbalizing as singing, but let's go with that, shall we? So in honor of the birthday girl who likes to sing, here's some music from Benny Goodman. Oh yeah. That I needed to get that out of my system. Just at the ending there, I was thinking of Bay Area restaurant called Max's Opera Cafe. Did you ever go there? They had this lettering on the door that says "Nothing succeeds like excess." So I think that arrangement kind of lives that lifestyle. Sing, sing, sing. Benny Goodman Orchestra, but especially the drumming of the legendary Gene Krupa. I mean, I chopped it up there and fiddled with it, but the original drumming he did on that track is just force of nature. Okay. And for those of you who haven't joined us before, we need to kind of warm down after something like that, or cool down, I should say, after something like that. And have an idea. Oh, a lot of positive notes. Thank you all so much. Grand Reveler says that was great, Bill. Love to hear it. Thank you. All right, I'm going to send this last one out to my sweet Babu. Happy Valentine's Day, Mary. All righty. Something hit me pretty hard just then. I'm not a big Valentine's Day guy as a rule. But at this moment, being together and finding joy and celebrating love it's really important. I almost want to say it's subversive. So thank you for being here and for doing that. It means a lot. And go out into the world and do more of the same, okay? That's going to do it for Friday Jazz Happy Hour. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day, Mary. Happy birthday to Mickey. Please hit that like button. That helps other people find us. And you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and get notified when we are on the air. We have a website at FridayJazzHappyHour.com. And we have an email mailing list. I try to promote things on Blue Sky, although I think I missed that today. I'm kind of ramping down my promotions on Facebook and X. If there's other places you think I should promote, let me know. Let's see. We will be back in your feed next Friday with something new and exciting. Who knows what that is? Okay. So until then, stay healthy and stay hydrated. Have a great holiday weekend. I heard there were maybe some protests in state capitals on Monday. So check that out. That could be worth doing. Let's see. Oh, I got one more show and tell. I want to draw your attention to our the star of our opening montage. There's Baby with the New Sheep that Mary just knit, and a second pig is on the way. So, very festive. Thank you, Mary. All right, I think that's it for me. Thanks, everybody, and take care. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.